Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really exciting career brief. If you're already passionate about the development sector and you're looking for that perfect role combining boots on the ground action with high-level strategic leadership, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're breaking down a brand new, highly impactful opportunity, the location lead position over at the Dalmia Bharat Foundation. Let's just get right to work and decode what this mission is all about, shall we? Okay, let's dive into this. The biggest question you really have to ask yourself right off the bat is, are you ready to drive real, tangible rural impact? Because look, this isn't some desk job where you just push paper around all day. No way. This is a challenging, incredibly rewarding field leadership role based out of Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh. We're going to look at exactly what it takes to step into this position, lead from the front, and genuinely transform communities.
To respect your time, here's our structured game plan today. We'll cover the DBF mission, the assignment, the operator profile, field operations, the trajectory, and finally, your next steps. No fluff, just the critical logistics.
All right, Section 1, the DBF mission, Driving Rural Development.
So, the Dalmia Bharat Foundation, or DBF, is the CSR arm of the Dalmia Bharat Group. They're a major nonprofit driving high-level projects across India. And if you look at their focus areas, it brilliantly illustrates the massive scope of their work. I mean, this mission literally touches almost every critical aspect of rural life. We're talking core rural development, women's empowerment, skill building and livelihoods, plus healthcare and education. You're not just pigeonholed into a narrow niche here. You're helping build sustainable community development across the entire board.
Moving right along to Section 2, the assignment, Role and Compensation. Let's talk about the job itself.
This is a full-time, permanent position as a location lead. And right here is the number you've been waiting for. A target salary package of 7 to 9 lakhs per annum. That is a highly competitive package for the rural development sector. It really reflects the heavy responsibility, the leadership, and the sheer independence expected from whoever fills this seat. Let's quickly break down the take-home math so we're totally transparent here. A 7 LPA package comes out to roughly 58,000 rupees a month, while that 9 LPA upper end scales up to about 75,000 rupees a month. Now, keep in mind, this is your approximate monthly take before standard deductions like income tax and provident fund. But this gives you a crystal clear financial baseline before you even apply. Which brings us to Section 3, the operator profile. Do you have what it takes? First up, the educational bedrock. You absolutely must have a postgraduate degree. Specifically, they're hunting for a Master of Social Work or degrees in Rural Development, Sociology, or Development Studies. Basically, they need leaders equipped with the academic foundation to decode complex social dynamics. Now, if you have a highly relevant, similar postgraduate qualification, they might consider that too, but these are for sure the prime targets. Next up is experience, and let me emphasize this number, 5 to 6. They are looking for 5 to 6 years of deep, proven experience in the rural development sector. Actually, let's be totally clear, this is not an entry-level training gig. They want candidates who've already cut their teeth in NGOs, corporate foundations, or other CSR setups. It is absolutely vital that you come in already knowing how the sector operates. Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is the unique balance demanded here. On one hand, you have your hard skills, your postgraduate degree, your 5 to 6 years of NGO experience, and serious data analysis chops. But look at the flip side. The soft skills are just as rugged. You must have local language fluency alongside English proficiency. Why? Because you're constantly bridging the gap between local villagers and senior management. You need exceptional stakeholder relationship building. And you have to be totally flexible with travel to move across villages, districts, and maybe even states. Plus, they heavily prefer operators who already have local experience around Kadapa because, understanding the local culture is half the battle won. All right, Section 4, Field Operations, a day in the life. Let's set some transparent expectations about the daily grind. Your morning briefing is definitely not going to be in some cozy boardroom. It's out in the field. Right from the start of the day, you'll be actively navigating local government systems and forging relationships in village panchayat meetings. You're acting as the foundation's direct representative before government officers and village pradhans. This takes some incredible communication and, frankly, political savvy to gain community trust and align those local leaders with the foundation's plans.
Then, as the day rolls into midday, you are totally hands-on with the community. A massive chunk of this role is spearheading community development on the ground. You'll be organizing the formation of self-help groups, running their monthly meetings, setting up field camps, and driving community awareness programs. You are quite literally the catalyst, making sure these empowerment initiatives catch fire and actually happen out there.
And here is the crucial balancing act. After all that heavy fieldwork, your afternoons pivot to back-end analytics. You aren't just running programs. You have to evaluate the project outcomes. You'll be conducting baseline studies, running need-based surveys, and assessing impact. Then, you'll synthesize all of that raw data into comprehensive monthly progress reports, detailing beneficiary numbers, challenges, and financials to submit straight to the regional head. It's a true hybrid of grassroots action and high-level strategy.
Section 5. The trajectory, climbing the ranks. We've talked about the day-to-day, but where does this actually serve as a launchpad to?
Let's move to and see how this builds, because DBFOF offers a remarkably clear career ladder for successful operators. You start at Step 1 as a location lead. Prove yourself there, and you can progress to Step 2, a regional program manager. From there, it scales up to state program lead, then all the way to a national program manager, and ultimately, you could be aiming for the CSR head position. It's a phenomenal trajectory if you have the vision and the grit to climb those ranks.
Finally, Section 6, next steps, secure the mission. Let's talk application logistics. Strongly anchor this date in your mind. The hard deadline to apply is the 31st of July, 2026. No extensions, so do not wait until the last minute. Get your materials organized now. Highlight your 5 to 6 years of specific CSR and NGO experience, ensure your educational bedrock is front and center, and make sure to clearly state your language proficiencies. And here are your exact extraction coordinates. You need to submit your highly polished CV directly to this email address, hrforyou.dbf@dalmiabrahmafoundation.org. Pro tip, make absolutely sure your subject line clearly states you are applying for the location lead position in Kadapa.
So, what does this all mean for you? You've seen the mission, you understand the compensation math, you know the rigorous profile they demand, and the incredible trajectory waiting on the other side. The groundwork has been laid in Kadapa, and the community is out there waiting for someone with the vision to drive real, sustainable change. The opportunity is right in front of you. The only question left is, will you take the lead? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Get those applications in, and I will see you next time.